Hey guys, sorry for not uploading anything recently, but today there's a lot of big news out, so might as well talk about it. So let's talk about SOPA. If you don't know about SOPA, why don't you check Wikipedia? Oh wait, it's blacked out. The reason why Wikipedia is blacked out is to protest the SOPA bill. SOPA is a bill that, when passed, it will punish people who use content that is not originally theirs. The bill is supposed to prevent online piracy, but what it actually might do is that it might stop any people who use specific content that is not owned by them on the internet. A good example of this is people who post video game footage that isn't technically owned by them. It's just them filming it. If the bill passed, those people who film that video game footage would be in trouble. That's why the SOPA bill is so bad. It doesn't just stop online piracy, it stops people who use different people's content. Many people who make their business online would be in a lot of trouble because some of the content they do isn't technically owned by them, so in which case SOPA would punish the people who made that content. Websites people use every day like Google, Wikipedia, YouTube would be in a lot of trouble if the SOPA bill passed. This is why they're against it. People should actually care and know about SOPA because it actually affects a lot of people. It affects everyone who uses the internet almost every day. The White House thinks it opposes on free speech, which it does on the internet, and whatever. Free speech is still free speech. Internet that's censored is kind of like China's internet, and you don't want that. You should definitely oppose these bills and sign the protest. You can probably find them on sites like Wikipedia and Google. Just click on the black bar thing. Let's move on to a big video that was posted this week on YouTube. If you haven't seen this video, it's this video of these 7 kids beating up on this one kid. All of them were wearing masks except for one of them who was dumb. People posted this video all over the place and people actually found out who these people are and they're all in trouble. A lot of them were put in jail and juvie because a lot of them were 18 and younger. The only one really identified for the beating was the one guy who wasn't wearing the mask. His name was Raymond Palomino of Chicago. So have faith in the world. All these people were jailed for their terrible, terrible deed. However, what you might think is interesting is that some of the assailants said the victim who was beaten up said the victim and 19 other people had actually jumped 2 people before and said this was an act of revenge. If it's true that the victim and the 19 other people who assaulted 2 other teenagers, I'm just glad I don't live in Chicago as a high schooler. Anyways, let's end this super serious news with some happy news. In Corner Park in South Carolina, people have been paying for each other's coffee. It all started 2 years ago when someone gave the store $100 and didn't ask for any change back. They just said, oh, you know, just let this $100 go to the next person who buys coffee. Some people are kind of confused when they go in the store and people just give them coffee and they're just like, oh, you're giving this to me for free? They're like, no, dude, someone paid this for you already. It's a bit people can give more money than they would normally have to, especially in this tough economy, to pay for other people's coffees. Apparently this tradition has been going on for 2 years now, which is pretty sweet. I mean, it's a lot nicer than most people have. Alright. Anyways, that's it for me today. Also, sign the petition against SOPA bills. Bye.